Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tiara Smith, and I'm a volunteer with AARP California. Welcome to everyone who's joining us live today. Today, we have a very special guest with us. He is a world-renowned singer, songwriter, and Grammy Award winner, and a San Jose Jazz board member, Tony Lindsay. Well, we will talk with Tony today about his journey with music and how you can watch him live at the upcoming San Jose Jazz Summer Fest this weekend. And we encourage you to share this stream now on your own social media pages so interested friends and family can also tune in. And feel free to ask questions for Tony or myself in the comments, and we will be taking questions live towards the end. So, Tony, thanks for joining us today.
Oh,
Many people know you as the lead vocalist for Santana for the last 25 years. You have over 11 Grammy Awards and have been on several world tours and recorded 7 CDs. Can you share some more about yourself and your journey?
Yeah, well, you know what? You'll be surprised. I think more people may know me, especially in the San Jose area, by a group I had called Spangalang, which I still have. Spangalang, we started back in the early 80s. And I'll even go back even before that. I'm from upstate New York, Kingston, New York. And I started at the age of 7 years old. We had a little a cappella singing group called Four of a Kind, me and 3 of my buddies in the neighborhood. And that's how I started. And I just never stopped. I went to school at Albany State University in New York and moved to California in 1980. And I've been out here and live in San Mateo, been out here ever since, and I'm not moving. I love it out here.
You are a Bay Area pretty much a native now, right?
Yeah, I've been here for 41 years, and I just, the Bay Area is just cool. It's the weather's great, the people are great. I can work as much as I want, and it's just why go anywhere else?
Yeah, the Bay Area is definitely one of the most beautiful places in the world. So you're definitely agree with you there. But that's amazing. So let's talk about some of the projects that you're currently working on. Can you tell us more about the Tony Lindsay Ray Charles project?
Yes. Well, that band was actually put together by two friends of mine, a guy named Dwayne Pate and Dave Mathis, who plays with Santana right now. He's a keyboard player with Santana. So they called me and Chris Kane, who is an amazing guitar player and singer, and Glenn Walters, and said, hey, you know what? We are thinking about doing this thing, doing a bunch of Ray Charles music. Are you guys interested? And when they told me that Chris Kane was involved, I went, oh, absolutely. You got to count me in on that. So we've been doing Ray Charles project gigs for probably 10 years now.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. And we'll be at the San Jose Jazz Festival this Sunday at Montgomery Theater at 1:00.
Yes, everyone. So please make note of that. Put it on your calendars. This Sunday, August 15th at 1:00. And you can learn more about the event and purchase your ticket for the San Jose Jazz Summer Fest at sanjosejazz.org. And Tony, can you tell us more about your upcoming performance? What else should folks know about it?
What we do with the Ray Charles project, of course, it's all music that Ray Charles made famous or had written, which I'm not sure if Ray wrote a lot of the stuff, but you get some artists that once they perform the song, it's theirs.
Yeah.
And that's just the way he was. I mean, even doing America the Beautiful, which we know Ray Charles didn't write, but when you hear him sing it, you go,
that's on him.
His signature.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just do Ray Charles stuff, and it's great because I like mixing it up, doing different types of music. I got my own solo stuff that I do because Santana changed the band it's been going on year 6, and I've always been doing my own thing, even when I was with Santana.
Yeah.
And now that I'm an independent artist, I got a lot of my own projects out. Matter of fact, I got a new CD that's going to be released in September or sometime September, October.
Yeah.
That was called Soul Soldier. And I got a couple singles out right now. One is called Fixed and Life Partner and All Is One. And, oh yeah, you can find all of that stuff on all all of the digital download platforms.
So yeah, that was actually going to be a follow-up question, is how people can learn more about your other music. Is it available on all streaming services like Apple, Spotify,
Everywhere.
YouTube? Okay.
My website, which is
Your website.
TonyLindsay.com. There you go. And that Lindsay is spelled with the SAY. So many people put EY in that.
And so thank you, Tony, for explaining your other projects with us. And we may have people in the audience who want to know more about playing music. Do you have any advice for people who want to get involved or want to learn how to start playing music?
Actually, just pick. Actually, what I would suggest with most people, there's a lot of people that love guitar.
Yeah.
And guitar is a great instrument, but it's probably a little bit easier if you started with piano, because the piano is laid out in front of you. The keys are right there. It's a lot easier, because with guitar, you got to get your fingers in certain positions, and sometimes you got to bend your wrist kind of funny. So I've always found it a little bit difficult with the guitar. It's just like, man, how do they get their fingers in between them and not hit 6 strings at one time, But a piano, it's laid right out. And the cool thing these days, you can learn how to play pretty fast, because all you have to do is go on YouTube, and you can get lessons for anything. Anything you want to do, you can get them on there.
My cousin, she just picked up a guitar just to kind of learn how to de-stress and wind down and find something else to focus on. And she's never expressed any kind of interest in learning how to play guitar until maybe like a month ago. And she said it's one of the best purchases that she's made over the pandemic, because it really puts her in a spot to kind of relax and just let her mind flow.
Exactly. You have to have a distraction and take your mind off of all the crazy stuff that's going these days. And music, I can't think of anything other than sports. And music definitely takes care of that kind of thing. When I come here, I'm at my studio in San Francisco now, and when I come in here, I don't have anything in here but my equipment that I use for writing, and I got everything in here. There's no TV. I have to have my cell phone, and just in case something happens to me in here, I can call somebody. They can come in here and get me out. But it just puts you in your own little world. You can forget about all the crazy stuff going on and get into learning a new instrument is great.
Yeah.
It's a really good thing. It's good for the mind, and writing lyrics.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and go ahead and play an instrument learn a couple chords, and then write some lyrics to it, because we got to keep our minds busy,
Yeah.
We don't want to get the dementia and all that other kind of stuff. We're trying to prevent that kind of thing. But
and
keep your mind busy.
And I guess it's also a great thing that, because it is easier to learn how to play music, like you said, using things like YouTube and different platforms, it really takes the pressure off trying to, become a pro like as soon as possible. You really get to just learn at your own pace.
Well, the other exciting thing is, like with me, I've never had any formal training with playing an instrument. So I played, if I hear something, I can sit here at the keyboard and figure it out. And I write a lot of songs and stuff that way. But I always wonder, man, how did I come up with that? But the satisfaction that I get after writing a song, going, wow, that sounds pretty good. It makes you want to do it again.
Yeah.
And if you do it again, then it makes you want to do it again. And I tell you, it's a piece that comes over me when I'm creating. It gets a little frustrating because sometimes you get that writer's block and you get stuck.
Yeah.
And you just keep at it, or put it aside for a while and then do something else. And then it's always some real little simple thing that you couldn't get past it. And they go, oh man, that's all it was. And then you get back into writing. And oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Do you know if you can recall like the first time where you were writing your own song, or you were learning how to play an instrument yourself, and you had that moment like, oh my God, that sounded really good. That was me. How does that feel as a beginner musician?
Well, that's the part that keeps you going, especially. And I always suggest that you have a little recorder there so you can record what you're doing and listen
Yeah.
back to it. And you know, it might sound a little weird to you at first, but
Yeah.
keep on doing it. After a while, you really have to get to the point to where you like hearing your voice or whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
because that's what's going to inspire you to keep going.
Yeah.
And I listened back at some of the stuff that when I first started writing,
Yeah.
and hear how raw and how fresh that was. You know, because after you do it for a long time, you get to the point where you're trying to get everything all polished, all perfect, and everything. And you know, that's not really the best thing all the time. That first feeling and that raw thing in the beginning, that's the stuff that is like, oh man, that's nice. You know, you get your voice is cracking. You know, you might hit a wrong chord every now and then, but you just keep going.
Yeah. It's that it truly feels, you know, that it's that soulful connection that you have to your music at that time, even if you
exactly
even if you aren't a professional. It sounds like anyone they can start today if they found an instrument to play. And you know, go ahead, Tony.
And play it for your friends and family.
Yeah.
See what you're gonna get some. You know, some of them will look at you probably kind of strange, like, you think that's nice? But you know what? That's their opinion. If you like it, go ahead and play it.
You know, it's funny you say that. My friend's son, high school senior, just started learning how to play the guitar, and every time we see him, he has a guitar, and he's like, "Let me just show you guys what I'm working on." And you know, the first time it was fine. But like every other time since, he's gotten better and better and better, and he is making his own music, and you can just see like how much he lights up inside, but you can also see how he's in his own little world. Like that is his space to be creative, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
Hey, you know, it's the kind of thing to where you have to challenge your stuff all the time to learn something new, because we don't know everything. So, you know, I try to do my best to, and I get a little frustrated too when I have a little bit of downtime, because I always like to have things going. I don't like to think about what I have to do, and it gets a little frustrating. But you know, when you write something new or do something new or learn something new, that's part of your growing process. You know,
right?
We got to keep doing that.
Absolutely, and even
if it's something bad, then you know not to do that again.
It's still a learning experience. So you know, it still makes it worth it. And we all know that the music is tied to brain health, and another reason why we're here is to discuss AARP's Global Council on Brain Health, which released a report on the connection between music and brain health. It recommends that people listen to music, play or learn how to play music, as Tony and I were just discussing, sing music. You know, I can't sing, but I sing anyway. And or move or dance to music. These activities not only provide like physical exercise, but they also can, you know, relieve stress. They help you build social connections, and they're always a frame to stimulate your brain. So we do have a quick video for everyone to watch that recaps the benefits of music.
The music you're listening to can support brain health. That's because music can stimulate the brain, which is why AARP has music-related resources about brain health on its Staying Sharp site that inspire you to sing more, dance often, learn a new instrument, or just be the fan that you are. Music can support brain health, so turn up the volume at stayingsharp.org.
Wow, that was a great video. And again, you can learn more about the benefits of music on your health at stayingsharp.org. So Tony, let's talk about how music helps you stay sharp.
I just live the music. I mean, I'm so comfortable and happy when I'm on stage performing. And I'll tell you, watching that video just now, it reminds me of something that I have an aunt who is back in New York. As a matter of fact, she's going to turn 95 in coming November. And when I was back there, probably 2 years ago was the last time I had been back home in New York, and went out with my cousin, went out to see her. And my Aunt Virginia, she was always real shy, real shy, very nice person, but never would say much of anything. She loves Johnny Mathis. I mean, she is Johnny Mathis crazy. I go out there and she sees me. First of all, she remembers who I am, and then she starts singing to me Johnny Mathis songs at 95.
Beautiful.
It's like,
Beautiful.
Wow. Unbelievable.
I love that video because it I love to I listen to music all the time. Like it really helps me distress. And for me, my favorite type of music is like reggae music.
I heard that.
I love sometimes just like an afternoon like today, I would probably tell my Alexa to turn on some reggae music and instrumental music and just kind of sit and just listen to it and just relax. And then when I'm done, I always feel rejuvenated or refreshed and kind of at peace a bit. So that's what music does for me and kind of helps me stay sharp as well.
That reggae hits some roots. Who is your favorite besides Bob Marley, of course?
I really like Taurus Riley. He has
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he is a New York born Jamaican artist. So he has this really great song that I listen to all the time. It's called Simple Blessings with this other Jamaican artist named Conscience.
I like that title.
It's so it's the type of song I listen to at the beginning of the week or when I'm having a moment where I feel like I'm probably not appreciating things the way I'm supposed to. That song always brings me back because the song reminds you that if you have people that you love, if you have the basics in life, you're okay. You'll be fine. And those are the simple blessings that you have to appreciate. So his music is just so beautiful to me. And I hope to see him live one day. And I think we have a question. We have some time to take some live questions. And the first one is, what instruments can you play? And which one is your favorite?
My favorite is voice. That's my number one instrument right here. And I love it because, the voice is the closest thing to your heart. So, and I always carry it with me. So that's where I start. But I play a little bit of piano, especially with my sequence and everything. I'm really bad. I can't sit here and rip off something for you. But like I said before, when I hear something, especially in writing, and I've been writing a lot of stuff, I can sit down here and figure out the chords, and I probably do about an 8-bar segment, and keep looping that, and then I come up with my chorus, and then I'll do my verses and all that kind of thing off of that. But and I play a lot of percussion stuff. I can play drums and conga. I used to play conga in the Spangalang band. So I dip into those things. The only thing that's kind of weird to me, guitar is one of those fingers. I like piano much better. It's just in front of me. So
I have a question. I have a follow-up question for you. From when you are in the music making process, is there a specific genre or an artist that you draw inspiration from?
Oh my God, the people folks that inspired me are Donny Hathaway, Stevie Wonder, Nat King Cole, Sarah Vaughan, Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many, Johnny Mathis.
Yeah.
There's so many different artists because even now I perform a lot of jazz stuff. We have matter of fact, I got a jazz album out with Mike O'Neill, a sax player. It's called Pacific Standard Time, and that's a really good jazz record too. So I do jazz stuff. I do R&B, and of course doing the rock with Santana for 25 years.
Yeah.
And being around Carlos Santana, you will definitely be turned on to all kinds of music. That guy is constantly listening to music.
Wow.
I mean, as soon as he wakes up, music starts. He carries around a little box with him. He's got it blasting all the time.
Yeah.
That's just the way he is. And being around him and being exposed to all that kind of stuff. And with my brothers and sisters as I was coming up as a kid, and in the neighborhood I grew up back in New York, there was always music blasting out of somebody's house.
Right.
So that kind of thing. And I just cross all genres. I like everything. Matter of fact, I'm even thinking about doing a country record. Hey, yeah, Darius Rucker's the only black guy doing country right now. I might as well jump in there too. No, you kidding? I love it.
My next question for you is going to be like, is there like a genre of music that you didn't think that you would like so much, but once you heard it, whether from playing with Carlos Santana or someone else, that you were like, oh wow, actually this genre is pretty cool.
Actually, I've always been open to everything because I was exposed to a lot of stuff when I was a kid. There was always a lot of Motown blasting out the windows, a lot of jazz, all of that in my neighborhood. So, and we were singing at a young age, so we had to learn a lot of stuff. I was the youngest in the group. I was 7 years old when I started doing this stuff.
Wow.
And I'm only 22 now, so
you look every day of 22. In fact, I thought you were 21.
I'm gonna be 67 next month in September.
Wow. Do you? And
I'm an AARP member.
Wow. Yeah, and AARP is, of course, like a wonderful organization, and I'm definitely a proud volunteer. But I don't think we have any more questions left. But
we can keep talking.
Yeah. Okay. I can definitely continue to talk about.
I'm good.
I definitely have a genre of music. I mean, feel like I'm open to anything as well. I listen to a lot of Latin music, a lot of like Korean music. And I think right now, Korean music is probably the thing I'm listening to the most. So,
really?
Yeah, a lot of like K-pop, a lot of K-R&B, a lot of K-hip hop.
Interesting.
And I don't understand anything they're saying, but I can feel the music. So
that's it.
That to me, that's
all. You don't like it.
Yeah, but yeah. I love it.
I'll tell you the other thing with a lot of folks when it comes to music. If you go to a lot of these jazz festivals, you're going to be exposed to a whole lot of different genres and artists. I mean, at the San Jose Jazz Festival, they got Common going to be there. And I don't know if you've seen Common before. I saw Common at the Monterey Jazz Festival. I've never seen
Common live. I've never seen him live. He's going to be here this weekend. I love him.
He'll be there, and his band is killing. And I'm going to tell you, he's awesome. And Ozamiz, who was another headliner, Ozamiz toured with Santana back, and that was one of the best tours that we did. With Ozamiz, a group out of another group out of Mexico called Maná, and Santana. We did a tour that 1 year we did the tour with them. That was a fantastic tour. So Ozamiz they got some energy. I mean, a lot of energy. And you got Pete Escovedo's going to be there. So then you got the Latin side, and Morris Day and the Time. You get your groove on. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're gonna be dancing. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. So Tony, can you tell everyone once again where can they see you perform and what day and what time?
Well, this Sunday, matter of fact, I'm going to be at a variety of places this weekend. I'm playing up in Mammoth Lake on Friday with a Santana tribute band. So nice. I'll be doing that Friday. Then Saturday, I'll be in Sunnyvale downtown at the Jazz and Beyond Festival on Mercury Avenue. And then Sunday, doing the Ray Charles Project at the San Jose Jazz Festival at the Montgomery Theater at 1:00. So you can catch me all weekend doing different music every night.
Yes. Well, Tony, we certainly appreciate you joining us today. Thank you for spending time with us. Everyone, please go to sanjosejazz.org and go check out Tony this weekend.
Yes.
It's going to be a great time. So,
yes.
Yeah. Jazz music, what better music is there to, spend your weekend listening to? Yeah. And Tony, we definitely appreciate you talking about your journey with us and giving us some tips on learning how to play an instrument and just helping us talk about how music just helps us, improve our overall health.
Yeah. You start learning how to play an instrument and get into music and then you tell everybody, look, when I'm in this space, I don't want any disturbance from anybody. When I'm done doing what I'm doing, then I'll come and talk to you. But when I'm here, this is my time, and don't bother me.
I love that.
Otherwise, we got a problem.
Thanks, Tony, so much. And for everyone who joined late, you know, you can definitely continue to watch this recording but continue to share this stream on your personal social media. Again, sanjosejazz.org. Come check out Tony on Sunday, the 15th at 1:00, but he'll also be around the Bay Area as well.
Oh, yeah.
And again, this conversation has been recorded. So you can always watch this again on AARP California's Facebook and YouTube accounts. And we all hope that you have a wonderful day. And of course, Tony, thank you so much for hanging with us today.
Thank you. And keep on listening to that reggae.
Okay. Check out Taurus Riley. He's amazing.
You make me want to check some out right now. Nice talking to you. Thank you so much.
Good talking to you too, Tony.
All right.